Welcome to Monday for this week. It is currently the 23rd of December, and that also means that it's Christmas week. So I'll only be training about 3 times this week, so today on Monday, and then I'll be training again probably on Thursday and maybe Friday or Saturday, we'll see. It is also a deload week, which I'm very excited about, and it's perfectly fitting with Christmas, this deload. Last week was a very average week, one of the hardest weeks of weightlifting that I've had in quite a while. I think more mentally than physically. I think those weeks tend to happen sometimes, and especially this time of year, I tend to be way busier with stuff outside of the gym. So last week I was just reminding myself to just be kind to me. I tend to have high standards when it comes to training, and I think I've got these weird minimums that I need to hit every single week, but it's okay sometimes to just lift below your best and still get into the gym and just get it done. But last week there was times where I just wanted to go home, and then at the end of the week on Friday I did call it early because I was just mentally done. But I feel much better today. We're back here for another week of training, just a deload week. I'm very excited for Christmas, but happy to be back moving, and let's get into it. Deload week. Hell yeah, it's my favorite time ever. Just kidding, it's not actually my favorite, but it was pretty nice to have the deload week after last week's hard sessions. And it's Christmas week. How exciting. So this was Monday, and like always we started off with some muscle snatches and some overhead squats. Nothing too crazy to report here, but I did want to take this opportunity to talk about training in the week of Christmas and how difficult this can be for some people. I know me personally, I found it very hard to have the motivation to train because of how busy this week is. Obviously you've got Christmas Day, but then you've got everything around that. So you've got eating, drinking if you drink, and spending a lot of time with your friends and family if you're able to. And it can really take it out of you when you're in that weird in-between time between Christmas and New Year, because if you're like me and you work full time, you're not at your job, you don't really know what day it is, and you're just living your life, eating all the leftovers, and I guess just trying to enjoy that break. But when it comes to trying to be a bit of a competitive athlete at the same time, it can be really hard, because we love routine. As people that go to the gym all the time and train a lot, we love that routine because we know that routine. We know it so well because we train all year, and then all of a sudden that routine gets thrown out the window. And I don't know, I kind of enjoyed not having a routine, but it did affect me a bit. I got a little bit confused with what I was doing. I didn't want to train, and I didn't like not wanting to train. But I was happy that I was able to get in on Monday, like you're seeing in these clips. So at least I got something done throughout this week. Now, I don't want to say it's good to just have a week off if you don't need one. But I think it's really good to not be hard on yourself in a week like this, because it's 1 week out of the year. It's not going to be the end of the world if you don't train as hard as you usually do, or if you don't hit exactly what's on your program. I think as long as you can show up sometimes, or show up as much as you can, I think there is a great benefit in having that rest, but showing up when you want to. And it's the holidays. It's time to relax, it's time to spend with your family, and it's a really good time of year to reset before you get into it in the new year. So right now I'm doing some squats with my good mate Leo at the gym. Leo was an 81 kilo lifter as well. He still does lift, but not as much as he used to. He used to have the Australian record in the clean and jerk at 176 kilos. So it's a pretty cool guy to be training beside. Even if he isn't lifting those numbers anymore, he still has a lot of knowledge, and I really respect him for what he did in training, and I respect how much he still trains, considering that he doesn't compete. He just loves to be around it, and he's a great person to have at the gym. and he's massive. So yeah, there was nothing too crazy on the program today. These back squats are at 161 kilos. Very, very simple, but happy to be moving. That's Monday done for this week. Very easy session, deload week, so very, very happy about that. Last week was really hard. The weights that were programmed were quite heavy. I think it might have been a bit too heavy. Had a big chat to my coach about it on the weekend, and we'll look to try and control the loading as the weeks go on, as we head into next year. Just found out today that Australian weightlifting will probably be adopting the new weight classes from January 1st. So I think my body weight right now is about 87 kilos. So my goal is to be competing at the 79 kilo class, not the 88 kilo class. I'm just not there yet in terms of my lifts or my size. I think I'm a very fluffy 86, 87. So I'm excited to be down at 79. I'm quite lean, mean 79 kilo machine. I'm very excited for the rest of this week, and then hopefully that will lead us into the new year very positively. Don't want to be overtrained at this point. Yeah, so looking forward to spending a bit of time with my family this week and over New Year's, and then we start 2025 with some big goals, big aspirations. So yeah, I'll see you on Thursday. Psych, you will not see me on Thursday because I didn't want to train, and that's okay. So instead, on Friday, I went out with some good mates of mine, some old mates from school, for a bike ride. Now I haven't done a bike ride like this for 3 years, so it really took it out of me, but it was so much fun. We're about 20 Ks in. I'm fucking dying. We got Connor here. Hello. I'm not used to this training. Let's get me back to a barbell. That's right, get me back to a barbell, and that's exactly what I did on Sunday. Whoa, 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 where is this? This is a new gym. So I missed my session on Saturday. That's another missed one for the week. That's, I think, 3 that I missed this week. But again, it's okay. It's Christmas. I'm living my life. It's all good. So on Sunday, I went down to the Well Gym near my house. I've actually just moved. So that's another thing that's going on in my life. I have the joy of moving house to make things even harder. But there is this awesome World Gym near that new house, so that makes life a little easier when I am busy. So I told my coach that I missed those sessions, and he was completely fine with it. And I told him that I still wanted to train on the Sunday, but because I still have next week's training to do, he told me just to keep it light and easy. So I did some snatches at around 80 kilos, and then I did some clean and jerks at around 100 kilos, just keeping it nice and easy. And on days like this, it really reminds me why I love lifting, because I didn't hit any big numbers. I didn't hit anywhere close to big numbers, but I was just really enjoying moving a barbell around and really enjoying exercising and lifting weights. So I didn't video it, but after this I did some bodybuilding, and I really enjoyed doing something that I don't usually do, because we don't have these machines at the gym that I usually train at. And training at gyms like these make me really realize how different weightlifting gyms are to usual gyms, because no one else here was doing the Olympic lifting movements, and no one else here was dropping weights like me. So I did feel a little bit self-conscious, but after a lady saw me snatch, she said that I had a beautiful snatch. So thanks, lady, that made me happy. And to end today, I did some back squats at 150 to start, and then a couple sets at 170, just to push the legs a little bit. This might be a bit silly because I usually always have back squats on Monday, so essentially I'm squatting 2 days in a row, but I think I'll live, and you'll have to wait for next week to see how I go with my back squats tomorrow.
So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and thank you very, very much for watching. And remember to really be kind to yourself at this time of year. It's a bit hectic, a lot of things are happening, but you got this.